Hey guys, Natural Aesthetics, and it's the 11th of March 2014, and this is a video of some recent training clips over the last week or so. It's been a poor couple of weeks. I've been very disappointed with my performance on the big lifts, front squat and deadlifts most notably. Really poor, just been overly tight. As mentioned in the previous video, I just haven't loosened up enough to perform the lifts with good form. It's just felt uncomfortable from the very get-go. You know, as soon as I was unracking the bar for front squats, it was just feeling really uncomfortable and just heavy, even on the lighter warm-up sets. I put this down to too much work on the deadlift. The first 8 weeks of the program or so, the deadlift was going up great. Front squats felt fine. You know, I felt generally quite loose, and felt like there was always more in me. You know, if I really had to, I could probably grind out another rep or two. But then I started adding more volume in deadlifts. I was training with, one of the other guys at the gym, and it is fun. You know, I did have fun. I love training like that, but it comes at a price. You know, doing set after set after set. If I just stuck to my working sets and then moved on to the next exercise, I would have been fine. And I'm pretty sure I would have been busting out, reps, sets of 5 at heavier and heavier weights as we speak, rather than doing sort of crappy singles and doubles. So I think a lot of the band work that we did as well really tightened me up, and then from that I just haven't had time, because I've been so busy at work and stuff, and I haven't really been sleeping as much as I should, to loosen up. So just those working sets alone on deadlift would have been enough. I didn't need to do any more. And the problem is you get stuck in a cycle as well. It's really hard to get out of that sort of tight rut that you're in. You do the deadlifts and you tighten up from that, and then I couldn't loosen up in time to do my front squats, so form was less than optimal on front squats, and then from that you tighten up again for the next session. So really you should take sort of, I'd say, a good week just to focus on like a proper deload week, where your training is far less intense and the volume is less, and just focus on becoming mobile and really loosening up. This is some clips of me, my girlfriend just cooking. We did some deep fried fish salad, and it just shows that you can enjoy nice food while still being on a diet. I'm in a calorie deficit now. I am dieting for a bodybuilding show, but I can enjoy nice food as well. You've just got to be smart. You've got to know your calories, know your macros, and you can be flexible as to what you eat that constitutes those calories and grams of protein, fats and carbs. It's up to you what you want to fill it with. It doesn't have to be porridge, oats, rice, chicken, yam, sweet potato. It doesn't have to be typical boring bodybuilding foods. It can be varied, and I'll continue to showcase different foods and stuff that I'll be eating during my diet, and the results that will come with it. I will get absolutely shredded to the bone, and still enjoy varied and delicious foods. This is some clips of me posing in a vest, doing some double bicep shots. So this week of my training is sort of an in-between week. It's just all over the place, really. Just trying to work out my next program to lead me up to my competition in end of June. Preparing for the onslaught, the war that is to come. I'm erring on the side of upper, lower for next week. Focusing one session on upper, more towards the push, and one upper session with more emphasis on the pull, but still doing both push and pull and arms during both sessions. Just perhaps doing 70% of one session, and then swapping that around. Lower body will be squats one day, and then deadlifts another day, with some front squats thrown in perhaps as well. Obviously still focusing and applying a lot of energy to my hamstring work, which I really need to sort of stay tight with and not deviate from. Calf work as well. But yeah, still pretty much following the same basic routine, heavy lifting, basic exercises, followed by a good amount of isolation. You know, I am on a deficit, and it will be going down, you know, more or less every week to 2 weeks, depending on how I'm losing weight, how fast I'm losing weight. So I will probably program the training sessions so that I'm starting around about 70% of my big lifts again, and then working up to it. So hopefully I'm gonna just maybe eke out a PB or at least somewhere near that level by the time I reach the or near the end of the program. Even though I'm at a deficit, I've got a feeling if I keep grinding out sort of really heavy sets of 5 at the moment, the way I feel, which I don't feel particularly great. I still feel tight and quite fatigued. I just think I'm going to stall a lot quicker. So the thing is, when you do these sort of periodised training programs, the first week or 2 weeks really act as more of a deload as well. Still working hard on the isolations, but the big lifts, you know, will start at a lot less than what I'm doing at the moment. So it will give me time to gain momentum again and then push forward hard into the next few weeks whilst being on a deficit still. So that's the plan. So I'll be reintroducing some back squatting, still doing some front squatting, not as much, deadlifting once a week again, plenty of bench pressing. I haven't really done much bench pressing recently. I've been focusing on shoulders, and my chest development has suffered as a result. Shoulder development is great, as you can tell from my sort of double bicep pose from the back, a lot thicker, but I do feel kind of smaller in my chest, so we're going to grind out that bench press, get those 55k dumbbells back up for a good set of 5, and keep pushing forward. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe if you haven't. Cheers, guys.